I saw a change, a very big change, from an emotional, from a motivational, from even just a happiness in all of our warriors that came.
It can be easy to overlook the good stuff.
I was in tears by how proud I was and how impressed I was from the week.
Life just keeps coming, even if you're not ready.
I don't know how to swim at all. So I'm going out there in this deep water with someone that I didn't know. I had to put my trust in. And, they're going to just take me out there and they're not going to let me drown.
But don't let that sinking feeling keep you down.
The light bulb goes off for many when they hit the water because they've never had that experience. And sometimes I'm almost amazed at how powerful an experience it can be.
So whether you're surfing for the first time or just trying to get through another day, take a moment and look for the wins.
I guess I had the clarity and the background of the ocean instead of the background of light.
We are celebrating milestones and big achievements today. From a 100th birthday to an incredible weight loss journey, our storytellers have uncovered amazing feats and photo finishes. There's so much to be thankful for. I'm your host, Lindsay Boach. This is Good to Know.
No one can stop my grind, my shine, my joy, and my team.
As soon as I heard about it, I was like, I need us to participate in this.
I'm blessed that she's blessing me.
I owe my life to every single one of those people.
And greatest honor of my life was keeping that promise.
We're simply trying to take care of God's flock.
We want to be able to be a beacon of light in a dark world.
Sometimes it makes me want to cry, like tears of happiness.
There is nothing that can stop me at this point.
Finishing an Ironman is an incredible accomplishment. It's even sweeter when you're inspiring people all over the world.
This is the sound of history in the making. 21-year-old Chris Nikic just set a new Guinness World Record, completing a 2.4-mile swim, 122-mile bike, and a 26.2-mile run in 16 hours, 46 minutes, and 9 seconds.
I just exploded.
Despite a few obstacles like falling off his bike and getting stung by fire ants, Chris kept going.
He does everything with a smile and he never quits.
Dan Grebe, Chris's coach, was there by his side throughout the entire race, making good on a promise to Chris's dad.
I said, Nick, you've done an amazing job with your boy for 21 years. Just give me him for 17 hours, and I promise you I'll return to you an Ironman. And greatest honor of my life was keeping that promise.
Chris's parents told by doctors that even the simplest task would be tough for their son. But here he is taking on one of the most grueling athletic events on the globe, setting his sights on his next goal, to compete among the nation's most elite athletes at the Special Olympics USA Games in 2022.
What time did Chris tell him? 10 hours.
All the while encouraging all of us to never let anything stand between us and our dreams.
I want to inspire others so they can be like me, so one day they can do too.
Today is all about celebrating wins, and this guy in New York has lost a lot to get there.
2020 has been a bit of a roller coaster. Okay, maybe there's more downs than ups. Before this pandemic, a roller coaster is exactly where you could find Eric Hall and his family. But one summer day in 2019, something was getting in the way of his next roller coaster picture.
The guy did everything he could to get me in it, and I was just too big, which was not only super humiliating and humbling, but obviously at the same time was very eye-opening for me, because something that I love to do, especially with my family, now my weight and my health was restricting me from doing that.
Hall knew he had to change. But changing takes time he didn't think he had.
Prior to the pandemic, I was kind of hoping for a more work from home thing. It's not necessarily what I had in mind was this.
With an opportunity to be more healthy, Hall jumped on it. He insists he's not a paid spokesperson, but he swears by the app Center. It's Chris Hemsworth's fitness app.
It wasn't like these gargantuan, bulky bodybuilders, right? It was real people where I was like, okay, I can relate with you.
Hall weighed 330 pounds. Today, he weighs 165. And more time at home helped make that a reality. Hall wants everyone to know, losing weight can be done. Just start slow.
Hey, you know what? You can go do whatever you want to do. It's not necessarily always going to be easy, but it's not nearly as complicated as you think it is.
Whenever this pandemic is over, Hall is looking forward to his next roller coaster picture.
We've got a big birthday to celebrate.
I was always interested in airplanes, and I thought I could be a pilot.
He hasn't flown professionally in more than 75 years.
That's my favorite aircraft. See how pretty it is?
But Dominic D'Adamo still admires the Wild Blue Yonder.
The job was so important to me, and I just wanted to make sure that I did it right.
The 100-year-old Richmonder who grew up on Hanover Avenue.
Well, these are my two brothers, and that's me. This is my mother.
Earned his wings the most white-knuckle way possible.
My job was dropping the bombs.
As a bombardier.
Up front here, right in the nose.
Mr. D'Adamo had a front row seat in a B-24 Liberator.
But we had fighter planes coming at us. You could see the tracer bullets from them.
Plexiglass is all that separated the 22-year-old from the enemy.
And I never saw so much flak in all my life. And it knocked out 2 or 3 panels on the nose where I was.
Captain D'Adamo flew 22 missions during the war. None more harrowing than the infamous Ploesti raid.
The chimneys were 212 feet tall, so they wanted us to go in at 250 feet, so we wouldn't hit those.
177 B-24s roared over Romania on August 1st, 1943. The target, massive refineries.
Well, that was Hitler's main source of oil.
Every pilot ordered to fly at dangerous altitudes.
We could feel it sometimes scraping the trees, we got so low.
When the bombing run was over, more than 50 B-24s and about 500 of Mr. D'Adamo's fellow airmen were lost.
It hit us hard. Anytime you lost a crew, it hit you hard.
He lived through one of World War II's most daring missions.
That's me. We were flying through the Strait of Gibraltar.
How are you?
Fine, thank you.
This Veterans Day, people are not forgetting his sacrifice.
And I thank you.
Well, thank you,
It's
sir.
very generous to do this.
Well, it's your day.
His hospice nurses pay tribute.
And I appreciate it.
We appreciate you.
To a humble and grateful man, Dominic D'Adamo.
This is me.
An airman, still soaring high at 100.
I don't call it luck. I think I was blessed. For some reason, I was blessed. Well, I've been blessed all my life, really. I've had a wonderful life.
We still have a lot of accomplishments to celebrate today.
I want him to see that he can do anything he sets his mind to. I want him to know that his dreams can come true, that you don't always have to struggle. You can be whatever you want to be, and you can see your mom living her dreams. You can live yours too.
It's good to know.